Hey everyone, hope you're having a fantastic day. In this video, I'll be talking about masterclass.com's course, and I'll be answering the question of whether or not it is worth it. Specifically, I will be covering the course I have just completed by Robin Roberts, who is a famous ABC Good Morning America uh, broadcaster. And you might be wondering, well, why are you taking this course? Well, right off the bat, Robin explains in detail why her course is useful to anyone, not just people who want to aspire to be reporters or broadcasters on television. And I always kind of seek these things out because you never know what something's applicable to something else. And she emphasizes right off the get go in her introduction that no matter what career or activity or skill you're trying to pursue, effective communication is vitally important for that. And I agree with her, and that's why I feel like this course was one of the uh, more applicable, versatile, and fundamental courses that I will be coming back to. So, right off the bat, I think it was worth it. And the course really covers effective communication and finding your voice, finding your story, and how to use that in your life. I'm also very happy to have this new medium of video courses at an affordable price with which I can consume this content. I'm so sick of reading books and audiobooks, which only give you a non visual aspect. And there's a time and place for that, but sometimes you just need to see things visually. You know what I mean? With this course, it's mostly her talking to the camera like me, but you'll see B-roll or footage in the office because she takes the masterclass crew to her office, um, and you'll see flashbacks to specific moments of her life or interviews she's done when she references them, because those are all very important to her. So I think it was really well produced. There won't be any crazy visuals since it's not like a tennis course, although I am taking Serena Williams' course on that as well. But I just found it very good. The price, once again, so good. I really hope they keep the price so low because it's such a bargain right now. I'm so sick of the internet marketers who sell $2,000 courses or $1,000 or $500 courses. And I think there's a huge opportunity right now for some new course creators to come in, like masterclass.com has done, and create quality courses at an affordable price. Yes, we have Udemy and Coursera, but let's just be honest, their quality of courses is just subpar compared to what masterclass.com offers. Like, when you house thousands upon thousands of courses by anyone who wants to start a course, you end up with a lot of crap, like it or not. So I think there's just a certain echelon of quality just in the design, the editing, the production that's just great. So now you're probably salivating, well, what exactly do you learn from Robin's course? Well, there's a small section, about 4 videos, about 10 minutes each, for broadcasters specifically. But the majority of the course outside of this section can be applied and applicable to every single person who wants to improve their communication. And I don't care what you're doing, even if you don't care about career, effective communication helps with your personal life as well. Your dating life, talking to other women, other men. It helps with your family life, talking to your parents, showing and expressing what you want, your friends, your future children and grandchildren, your cousins. It's all related. And so the rest of the course talks about, how you can build communication in your life. She has a whole section as well for your career, about 4 videos as well, and a whole section on just kind of life and using those communication tips for your life. Each section comprises of roughly around 4 videos, which is pretty normal for a masterclass. And her course is definitely on the shorter side of masterclass courses, but not super short, considering masterclass courses are still fairly long. For me, as someone who devours information, it was easy to get through. For the average person, I think this course could take a good week or two to finish if you did like 30 minutes every other day. So it's really not that bad. I'm looking at I'm just counting the number of videos because all the courses are videos. It's one for the intro, 4 videos for the personal communication section. And by the way, each video is roughly around 10 to 15 minutes. Then there's the professional communication section, which is another 3 videos. And then there's the final section, which is the communication specifically for television, which has 3 videos. The longest, which is 17 minutes and 42 seconds. I personally believe that even the final section is very useful because I'm the type of person who will pull out communication tips, even if I don't want to be a broadcaster. I'm sure there's stuff in there that I could use for my own life. And I did find stuff that was useful. For example, in the communication section, she goes behind the scenes at Good Morning America and she tells you tips about interviewing people, communicating with people, and even some of the mistakes she's made. And at first, I didn't know how that would apply to me, but I found things once I screened and looked for them. For example, I realized, hey, I interview people for my podcast. And she described some mistakes she's made, sometimes pressing too hard for a answer to a personal question. I mean, that's a mistake that many interviewers have made. Oprah's made that as well. And sometimes that's not the best approach to doing it. She focuses on authenticity and vulnerability throughout her story. And that really has done a great job. She emphasizes how you should really spend the time to really get to know your interviewer, even spending 30 minutes, an hour before the interview, just chatting and conversing with them. That's something that I wouldn't have considered doing, but I realize how important that is because it builds a more personal bond. Now, sometimes with my podcast interviews, they're not time strapped. They're time strapped and you can't do that because they're busy, successful people. However, other times, it's part of the process. She's done interviews with celebrities, and when they're, sharing a story about something very deep and personal, you need that. Otherwise, it's going to come off very cold and distant. And she gives this one example of interviewing Selma Blair, who contracted this disease that caused her issues with her speaking and all sorts of other problems. And this is a famous, highly functioning, beautiful celebrity actress, and now she's completely kind of devastated, but staying strong. And so that 1 hour chat before the interview, which she chose to do, was vital to really building that bond. And another huge message that she imparts in the personal communication section. Of course, before anyone calls me out for, oh, you're giving away everything in this masterclass, I'm not doing that, please. That section alone is 49 minutes. You can't summarize 49 minutes in 2 sentences. But one of the points she emphasizes throughout is making your mess your message. These are certain ideas that I can take for the rest of my life into my story, my ability to express vulnerability and connection and storytelling and communication to bond with people, to connect with them, to persuade, to negotiate, and do better in your life. And so she talks about her battle with cancer and how, it's not about coming across so perfect. It's about showing how your struggles have made you and what you've gone through. So that's a huge insight that I picked up. I think one of the best sections in her course was the professional communication section. So the first section was 49 minutes, the next is 36, and then the final section is 39, making for a total of roughly 2 hours and 30 minutes. You can do it a lot faster if you wanted to because there is a 1.5 and 2 times speed option if you really want to. Now for the professional communication section, she really dives into some career strategy, job hunting strategy, and interviewing for a job strategy. And you can tell she went through a lot of trials and tribulations, and she was very relentless, persistent, and she made sure that she had the material and she was prepared and she had everything she needed. And she also made some good tips on when to choose to continue job hopping, and when to stay. And she was one who chose to stay oftentimes, but she had to kind of push that and jump sometimes. But staying was oftentimes the best solution because in the long run, she realized that she wasn't ready yet and she needed certain more experience or padding before making that jump. So that's something that you can definitely come back to, and I definitely will when I need it. So think of masterclass courses not just as a one-time consumption thing, but as a library that you can just keep on file. Now that you've gone through the course the first time, you have that bookmark so that, a year from now or 3 years from now, when you have that job hunting opportunity, you don't remember the specifics of what Robin said, but you knew that specific video and that module is important. You can go back to it and watch it. So, long story short, I think this is worth it. It's a nice, succinct course. If anything, I would have wished she went in more detail. I love the PDF workbooks that come with it because they just summarize stuff. I would have loved some more, summary and more specific tips, but it seems like she told everything she wanted to in a succinct manner. If you want to try out Masterclass, please check out the affiliate link in the description. I rarely promote products on my personal brand because I'm very picky of what I promote to help my audience. And this is one of the few things that passes that threshold. I really do think it's worth it. I've taken so many masterclasses, and I think they're very helpful for the value. I'll continue assessing depending on if they change the price and so forth. But if you purchase through my link at no extra cost to you, I get a commission, which would very much help support my work. Thanks for watching, and see you later. Oh yeah, and check out my other masterclass reviews, not just on my YouTube channel, but on my blog as well, which is linked below. I have some text-based reviews and more thorough discussions.